What is the lab profile and why would managers want to use it? The Language and Behavior Lab Profile is a tool used to recognize and understand how people communicate, think, perform their task, and how they are motivated. I'm Roger Bailey, and I created it based on my academic linguistic studies for my MS in counseling in '77, as well as my work on staff to the director of IBM's most popular mainframe operating system at that time. The Language and Behavior Profile, the lab profile, is an interview which has been taught to managers and executives around the world in multiple languages since the late '70s by myself and by others whom I have trained to use it and teach it. The lab profile is about our patterns of thinking and behavior which influence our communications and our decision making. It involves our motivation triggers, which drives us to take action, and our working preferences, how we tend to work and process information. The lab profile interview. In this linguistic interview, people reveal specifically what motivates them. Are they goal-oriented or avoidance-oriented? Do they decide for themselves or not? Can they follow procedures or not? Are they big picture or detail-oriented? Do they focus on themselves or on others? Along with 11 other ways they operate in the world. The lab profile interview also gives managers precise information about how to motivate and influence each person based on each of their patterns revealed in the lab profile interview. This gives managers a wide array of tools and techniques for respectful task assignment and ongoing motivation. Why would managers use the lab profile? Effective communication. It enhances the manager's understanding of each team member's communication styles so they can have clearer and more impactful interactions. Team dynamics. It helps in building and managing cohesive teams by recognizing and leveraging the team's diverse thinking and behavioral patterns. Conflict resolution. It provides insights into resolving conflicts by understanding different perspectives and motivations. The advantages for managers are on multiple levels. Tailored leadership. It allows managers to adapt their leadership styles to suit individual capabilities, maximizing team productivity. Improved hiring. It facilitates better candidate assessments for each role, ensuring alignment between job needs and the individual's traits. Performance enhancements. It enables managers to create environments which motivates and engages everyone for optimal performance. How to start using the lab profile. Training and education. Take the lab profile training so that your managers learn to understand and utilize the lab profile effectively. Practice and application. Practical use through case studies and role-playing while learning, including practice with real-time applications within your own workplace. Potential hurdles. Complexity. Learning to interpret and apply the lab profile might take time and practice. Of course, this applies to learning any new skill. Ethical considerations. Ensuring the ethical use of profiling information, respecting individual privacy and rights. The lab profile views every lab patterns which a person has as useful in the appropriate context. Summary. The lab profile's frame of reference is about how a person's language structure is a window into how the person operates and how they are motivated. Managers use it to fine-tune their operation by putting the right people in the right task and by using it to influence and motivate their employees, their suppliers, their customers, and their bosses. Some examples. A gold and diamond jewelry manufacturer profiled a sample of his existing customers and discovered the sales pitch he had taught his sales staff was a mismatch for those customers. So he taught his salespeople a new pitch which matched the lab profile patterns of those customers, and the next year's sales results doubled and his business continued at that higher level. Another client was a growing regional airline which wanted to reduce customer complaints. They profiled their flight attendants to find out if there was a difference between their flight attendants who had been receiving complaints and those who had never received any. They found one lab profile pattern that was the difference between the two groups. As they doubled the size of their fleet, they stopped hiring flight attendants with that complaint-generating pattern and became and stayed the lowest complaint ratio airline in the United States for decades. If you think these lab profile concepts and techniques would be useful for you and for your work and for your clients' outcomes, you can learn more about it and how to sign up for it by following the link in the description of this video.